Hey, what's going on, everyone? Today's going to be a quick video for RocketLab. You guys, it's been a while since I did a video for this stock, so I wanted to come in and talk to you all what I think this stock is about to do next. Maybe look like it's going to go higher, maybe look like it's going to continue to go down, or at least reverse course and begin to trend down. I'm going to talk about that. Before I do, hit that like, share, and subscribe if you guys appreciate the calming voice in the market, because I'm here to show you that it doesn't have to be complicated. You don't have to hype up stocks. Simply just look at what everyone else is doing, and you will begin to see that at certain points the market is tipped in favor of the buyers, or it could even be tipped in favor of the sellers. And all you have to do is look at what everyone else has been planning, look at their execution, look at what they've been moving, what they've been buying, what they've been selling. You can actually predict where prices are likely to go. And here's one situation right here for RocketLab. This price prediction was produced right there on April the 2nd, and we were anticipating the market in RocketLab to go down, and the market did maybe in 3 days. And we had our ultimate piece right here at this buy pocket, and the market on April the 7th barely came to that area. So we knew that one of these points was going to be a location that buyers would try to hold. They didn't hold this first buy pocket, but ultimately they decided to hold price there. And at that moment, look at what price has done. Take a look. So like, if you can just pinpoint where you think most people will buy and where most people will sell, you can actually place orders, sit there and let the market come to you. And when it grabs you, you'll be able to profit on the way up, or even profit on the way down. So hopefully he was able to get that right there for RocketLab. We would have had 23.64% on the low of April the 7th. Okay, so now let's get rid of that. We'll get rid of this. We will also get rid of these sell pockets in RocketLab, because those sellers did not hold back the buyers. Now, take it all the way up here towards $28 to $30. You guys can see right there from May 27th all the way until the 29th, these sellers attempted, okay, you can see from the price action that they attempted to keep the buyers back on those 3 days. And the way that you can tell that they attempted and were not successful is because the days following that price action, I would say from the 30th all the way until the 5th of June, RocketLab, the sellers, well, I'm going to tell you, the buyers held price relatively close to the pocket of selling. So if the sellers really were motivated to control this price, then the prices would not be held close to the pocket of selling. But it did on those trading days. And then the buyers came back on June the 6th and broke through that pocket of selling. Can you tell? Can you see that? It's real simple and easy. So we could get rid of this sell pocket, and then the seller's like, all right, cool, we got another position set up around $32 to $34. We already had that position on our chart, and the buyers hit that pocket of selling, and immediately price is coming right back down. Like, come on, it's not hard. When you have trillions of dollars being traded in and out in stocks, the people with the most bag, they leave footprints. They leave their fingerprints behind as evidence. That is how we was able to pinpoint, okay, from what happened here, with all of this volume that brought price in RocketLab up to $32, and price immediately reacted and came all the way down. Apparently somebody wanted to sell a whole lot of that stock at that price, apparently, and they were patient, because from this time, January 24th, 2025, all the way until now, June 9th, 2025, the market is still selling off. So whoever was this individual entity business who sold in January, they sold again in June. So guess what this means? This sell pocket is a barrier Okay. And we won't break this sell pocket until the buyers eliminate that seller. We have to wait until that happens. Okay. So maybe the time frames will give us an idea if these buyers will continue to try to break and chip away at those sellers in that pocket. Now, we're not going to deny it. Yeah, this stock is trending. Yeah, this stock is bullish. Yeah, this stock is in an upward trend. No doubt about it. So that is generally where we think price is headed. We're going to suspect that this stock is going to continue to trend up, right? Until we see price break this, which we are literally almost there today. So we're going to try to see what are the chances of us seeing price hold that trend line versus price going down. I'm going to try to figure that out. Okay. So now let's look at the market in RocketLab's on the longer term charts first. So here it is on the month. Okay. So we got a lot of volatility in the stock from November 2024 all the way into now. These price bar spreads is a lot wider than what we've seen before. Okay. So there's a lot of activity going on in this market for RocketLabs. When you look at this on the 5 weekly chart, we have what, 10 more days? Let me see. 10 more days before this 5 weekly chart prints. And it doesn't look bullish right now. It almost looks identical to that 5 weekly price bar. And almost this 5 weekly price bar. Look at this on the 3. 3 more days. And this market doesn't look bullish. Here it is on the 2. 3 more days again. And we're seeing how the market is being inundated with people wanting to sell at these all-time high prices. Okay. Weekly. Look what happened last week. Look at that. I don't like that. If I was a buyer, this would tell me, hey, you might want to readjust what you think this market is about to do. Because that is definitely weak. To the point to where we might even see price break that trend line to the downside. We got the market closing on the low of the weekly price bar. Volume is high. Again, it tells us that there was a lot of selling happening last week. Here it is on the 5. RocketLab's on the 4. Here it is on the 3, 2, and back at the daily. So let's try to create some pockets of buying so that we can determine where these market buyers are. So I would say here's an area. And I would say that's an area. So here it is on the 330. It's a potential pocket of buying right there too. They're going to try to hold this pocket. I don't think that's going to be successful. So I'm not going to put that on the chart. All right, so these are the areas that we're going to target, these 3 pockets right there. And let's create some sell pockets that we can reference as areas that we think the market will get rejected on this move to the upside if it moves higher. Okay, so we did that. Let's go back to the daily. And we're going to look for this market to trend to the downside. And we're going to target these pockets, okay? So either at the high or the low of this first buy pocket. At the low, it gives us 9 3/4. Second target, it's not that far away. either at the high or the low of this second buy pocket, which is around 14%. And then if the market truly gets weak, i.e. the 5-weekly chart, then we might target this third buy pocket around $19, $20, which is around 24.89% move to the downside. So we'll see. First area for us to check out is seeing whether or not these buyers will hold this trend. Okay, we might can move that trend. Matter of fact, let's see. Give me a second. So we'll grab it there. We'll keep that there. And that's it. Let me know your thoughts. Make sure you maintain profit. And as always, trade different.